Well, it's hard to believe we're already here. We're at the end of another season of Fox Sports Outdoors. The 2019 season of 39 episodes comes to a conclusion this week, and it's something special because we're going to look back over an entire year of traveling and fishing some of the best water that the Southwest and Southeast regions have to offer. Glad you're with us for an exciting half hour. Fox Sports Outdoors is on the air one more time right now.
You're watching the only program with weekly fishing reports and real-time outdoor news from the Southwest region. This is Fox Sports Outdoors.
Well, you look up and another season comes to a close. 39 episodes of some of the best fishing action across our entire region winds up on Thanksgiving weekend this weekend. It's really hard to believe that I have made it through 17 seasons of this particular show, Fox Sports Outdoors, and I've been doing outdoor television now for 35 years. I must be the most privileged and blessed man in the entire world to get to do what I do and bring it to you each and every week. And it comes to a conclusion for the 2019 season in the next half hour. We stop and take a look back at some of the highlights, some of the best fishing action, some of the best fish, some of the most beautiful scenery that we've encountered in our travels all year long. And while we're doing that, we're going to stop and take one more quick visit with each of our insider reporters who will bring you their last fishing report for the season and a little message about the upcoming off season. Yes, we're going to take about a 3-month break on the television side of things, but we're going to be staying with you on the social media side of things on Facebook and Twitter. And toward the end of this episode, we're going to have a big announcement coming up for our off season and for next season, which begins in March of 2020. Lots of excitement coming. Right now, though, let's get this party started back at the FSN studio with your weekend planner.
Thanks for joining us. Unfortunately, these salooner tables are showing poor fishing conditions both days of the weekend. The best daytime fishing starts at 3:19 on Saturday and 4:05 on Sunday afternoon. Nighttime activity begins at 2:52 on Saturday and 3:44 on Sunday night. Expect the sun to rise at 7:12 and set at 5:23, and evenings will feature a moon that is 17% visible. Stick around, we've got fishing reports from across the area on the way. Plus, 2012 Bass Master Angler of the Year Brent Chapman helps us out on this week's Ask the Pro feature. Back in a bit.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Motor Guide's wireless and easy-to-use XI3. Waypoint Marine, the Gulf Coast's leading saltwater boating specialist. Strike King, tie one on. Nitro Performance Fishing Boats, because champions aren't born, they're made.
That's a good striper anyway. How's that for a first one? Look at that one, folks. That's just two identical fish. Welcome back to the final episode of our 2019 season here on the show as we look back at some of the best fishing, the best scenery, and the best action from 39 episodes of the year. And we begin over in the eastern part of our region, in the Southeast. Our show is split into two regions. Some of you in the West don't see some of the eastern action and vice versa, but here are a couple of the highlights from that. We begin over at Watts Bar Lake and Watts Bar Dam in Tennessee. Some beautiful scenery in the area over in the mountains and some even better striped bass action below the Watts Bar Dam. Come in that net. It's almost too big for my net. Oh, there we go. That's a good striper anyway. How's that for a first one? My very first Watts Bar special. Another good one. Man, they are big around here. I'll tell you, these fish grow huge. There's a bonus. Yes, there's a big old walleye. What a good eating fish right there. From there, it's over to Georgia, to a beautiful lake about an hour and a half southeast of Atlanta, Georgia, at Lake Oconee. We discovered some of the best hybrid striper action in the entire Southeast, long lining, live baits, way back behind the boat. Sometimes we had our baits out as far as 100 feet back behind the boat. It's deep, clear water, and we were fishing with guide Doug Nelms and his crew. Well, there's a good Oconee hybrid for you. Just a good solid slab. From there, it was on to Center Hill, Tennessee, where we caught 3 different bass species. Yes, some good quality. That's a Tennessee spot. Man, they grow big here too. There are some giants that get caught here. Just a fantastic fish.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's last of the season Lone Star Lakes. First, I'd like to thank all of our great sponsors for being with us this season, and Barry, of course, for letting us do it, Garrett for making us look so good, and our current sponsor, MC Ranch, with great whitetail and exotic hunting, and some really fantastic double-digit largemouth bass fishing available. Now, we're going to talk one more time about some good eating fish, this time the rainbow trout that Parks and Wildlife stocks throughout the winter. We're here at Fort Richardson State Park, and this pond behind me is one of the many that will be stocked with these rainbow trout. They're not only great in the skillet, they're great fun to catch. And during the Christmas vacation, the kids will be out of school, so you can bring them out to have some fun as well. You don't need a lot of fancy gear. A simple spinning rod, some light line, a small treble hook, and some baits like your cheese baits, your mini marshmallows, or your salmon eggs are all great choices for these trout. Go out this winter, do some trout fishing. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you by the MC Ranch. Y'all have a great off season and a Merry Christmas. Check us out on Facebook, Lone Star Lakes.
Next up, we take you to the western half of our region, and we begin over in the state of Arkansas. Our first venture ever to beautiful Lake Dardanelle, and some excellent bass fishing there, highlighted by one big largemouth. Big fish. Been waiting all day to catch this fish right here. Look at that one, folks. That's what you can come and catch at beautiful Lake Dardanelle. From there, it was down to Toledo Bend on the Louisiana-Texas border for some fantastic deep water crappie fishing action on brush piles with guide Dustin Meyer. Ooh, good crappie. Good crappie right there. Is this the way y'all grow them at Toledo Bend?
That's a Toledo Bend special.
Man, look at the size of that bad boy. Big fat one right there. That's a good fat one. Look at the size of that dude right there, Dustin.
That's a pretty fish.
Yep. Next, we traveled down south to Lake Conroe near Houston, Texas for some excellent hybrid striper fishing action with lake guide Chris Richardson and his brother Mike. There's one, Chris.
Oh, I'm on.
Doubles? All right, we made it out. Let me slip the net under that one for you. There's one.
Right.
And here, let's see if I can get under mine here. There. These are the same year class fish, and they run together. Right in that net. We are killing them. So there we go. What a trout. Folks, I tell you, this has just been an incredible day. Hey everybody, glad you're with us as we wrap up season number 17 of Fox Sports Outdoors, taking a look back at 39 episodes of our show and some of the best fishing action. And we have a big announcement after our off season. We'll be off for a couple of months and back in March of 2020 with something brand new. We'll tell you more about that in just a moment. We had one of the best saltwater fishing years we've ever had on the show this year with the help of Jared Poole and his crew at Waypoint Marine down in Corpus Christi, Texas. They rigged us out with a state-of-the-art Blazer Bay 2420 GTS, and we took it to some really cool places. Beginning at Cat Island, 9 miles off the coast of Mississippi, where Sonny Schindler and his crew did a great job of putting us on some of the best topwater speckled trout fishing I've ever experienced. There's one. There's one hit my topwater. Up on top, look at that. There we go, that's a big old fat dude right there. Oh, that one ran up here and nailed it. There's a pig right there, a little fatty for you. Spawning female. From there, we jumped over to Gulf Shores, Alabama, where we caught big black drum, big bull redfish, and the biggest triple tail I've ever caught. Big old black drum, good Lord, dude. Pull my bobber down. Okay, he's pulling it down, and I've got him. He's in my net, I got him. I got him. There is what can happen if you come to Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. You catch the biggest triple tail of your life. And this is one giant fish right here. Next up, we ventured to Pensacola, Florida, where Keith Kraft of Blazer Bay Boats jumped in the boat with us for a 15-mile jaunt offshore for some red snapper action. Whoa, that's a hard pull. That's a harder pull. All right, that's what we came to do. 2 nice snappers. Way to go, buddy. What do you got, buddy?
I think it's a snapper. Feels like a good one.
That might be the biggest one yet. Way to go, bud. Then it was over to Pascagoula, Mississippi, where we got into one of the best schools of giant bull redfish I've ever seen with local angler Matt Haltz. Wow! This is what I came to Mississippi to do. There's one of them. You got it? Look at this dude. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that dude. And then it was back down to South Texas, my first trip to Surfside Beach. We fished the old intercoastal waterway for speckled trout and redfish and got into some excellent action there. Oh, good trout. Look at that trout. There you go. We've made it down on the Texas Gulf Coast, and that's a good way to get it started right there. Oh, that's a nice red. Look at this. There's a nice one for you right there. That's a good marsh redfish. Look at that. Look at the color. See you, buddy.
Hey folks, Captain Greg Varm here for this week's Fox Southwest Outdoors Report. Hey, let's start this week's report down in Port Mansfield. Hey, Captain Wayne Davis is my go-to guy in Lower Laguna Madre, and he said more and more fronts are dropping water temps quick. More methodical approach to fishing is required. Capitalize on your warming trends and target potholes and sandy points. Fish slow and look for signs of bait. K-Wiggler Willowtails and the Texas Roach is the only bait you need to throw right now, said Captain Wayne Davis. Now let's move down to Baffin Bay. Captain Chris Elliott says it is cold. He said fishing techniques should be slowed way down during these cold spells. Now the time to really capitalize big time is the warming trends. Hey, this is the last report for the season. We'll see you again next March. Until then, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, God bless. I'm Captain Greg Varm. I'll see you next year.
Hey, we're now a few weeks into our winter trout stocking program here in Oklahoma, and as a result of that, those specialty waters are serving up some really good fishing for rainbows at this time. Good example is Blue River that you see right here getting the stocking. Now, you can go to wildlifedepartment.com to see what bodies of water get these winter trout stockings and any special regulations around them. Crappie are also continuing to do well in many places across the state, and it was that species that anchored a mixed bag for Bruce Stanton and Terry Blankenship on a recent outing to Grand Lake. Now, they were mostly dock shooting, concentrating on docks in about 15 to 20 foot of water from the Honey Creek to the Red Arrow area. Best success came on the Bobby Garland baby shad. In addition to the crappie, they also caught some nice bass and white bass at the same time. Speaking of white bass, you can go to Lake Eufaula, go down to the dam section of the lake, go back into some of those creeks about a quarter to halfway back in, look for those long sloping points that go out to the creek channels, especially at depths about 30 to 35 feet. Hey, I hope you have a wonderful holiday weekend with family and friends. I hope it includes some time in the water, because remember, you can't catch them if you don't go.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Mercury, Go Boldly. Lowrance, America's #1 fish finder. Balls Out, made in the USA. Heavy duty mounts for your fish finders.
Got him! Holy cow!
Man, folks, looky there. Double hookups. As we look back over another excellent season of our show in 2019, I'd like to thank our great co-anchors who do a fantastic job of hosting episodes of our show in their specific field of expertise. So we want to take a look at some of their highlights as we look back at the season, beginning with my good friends Mike and Terry Littlejohn over at Lake Oconee in Texas, home of some of the biggest giant trophy blue catfish that swim anywhere in America.
Folks, we just landed. Oh my gosh.
A Oconee monster.
A monster.
Oh, good.
There it is.
Oh my God. She's 61.
Look at this fish. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Next up, my good buddy Crispin Powley hosts episodes over in the Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi part of the country, and he caught some really nice bass over at Lake Chickamauga in Tennessee, and then from there he went to Bay Springs, Mississippi for some big spotted bass as well.
Come here, go, come here. Come here, come here, come here. They always go to the wrong side of the boat. That's a 6-pounder every day, all day. Whew, thank you, Lord. That's a big old spot. That right there, that's a big old spotted bass.
Andrew Upshaw hosts some of our episodes. He fishes the FLW Tour, and he won 2 events this year. Congrats to him. He discovered some great bass fishing action at tiny little Lake Eucha in northeastern Oklahoma on one excellent bass fishing day.
And that's to give you a little more leverage. Holy cow, look at that giant right there, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's one. Oh, no, got him. The Nico rig strikes a big one right there now.
And finally, down in South Texas, Greg Verm with his son Greg Jr. does a great job of hosting saltwater episodes. They ventured 35 miles offshore off Galveston, Texas in the Blazer Bay for a great day of kingfishing with father and son.
Right here, I tell you what, these are some fun fish to catch. All right, we got another one on. Man, folks, looky there. Double hookups, boom. Father and son stuff right here, boy. Woo! Heck yeah.
Speaking of my co-anchors, I'd also like to give a big shout out and a big thank you to our great staff of insider reporters who bring you the weekly fishing reports from their area each and every week. Brian Hughes in Texas Freshwater, Greg Verm down along the Texas Gulf Coast, Cajun Phil Broussard and his son Kevin in the state of Louisiana, and Gary Dallahan in Oklahoma. They are all true professionals in their sport. They do a great job each and every week on our show, bringing you the latest and greatest fishing reports so that you can go catch fish on the upcoming weekend.
Hey friends, Captain Kevin Broussard here with your Fox Sports Louisiana Outdoor Report, coming to you from Cajun Paradise Charters in Hackberry, Louisiana. Tell you what, I hope you've enjoyed the year. We brought you lots of good information both on fresh and saltwater. Well, we're closing it out for this year. Hope you tune in next year. We're going to be bringing you some more reports from all across the coast of the state of Louisiana and all your little local lakes and bayous and rivers. If y'all need to contact us throughout the year, you can contact us on Facebook. You can email OCajunPhil at CajunPhilHotmail.com. And just want to say it's been a great year and hope y'all have enjoyed all the reports for Ocajun Phil. It's Captain Kevin Broussard saying happy fishing or hunting. May God bless, and we're going to see you right here next year.
You can always watch our latest episode on the front page of our website at foxsportsoutdoors.com. Catch up on past episodes and learn about fishing techniques and new gear at our how-to page. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter for new fishing videos every day. Simply search for Fox Sports Outdoors and click the like button on Facebook and the follow button on Twitter. And watch a new episode every week on any device by downloading the free Waypoint TV app on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. Request our free 2019 fishing guide at orangebeach.com. Lose, feel the difference. Gene LaRue and Bobby Garland, the best in bass and crappie lures, heads to tails. Glacier Glove, stay outdoors longer with our gloves, hats, and shades.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's get right to your Ask the Pro question for this week. Cameron wants to know, if you could give one piece of advice to every dad in America, what would it be? For the answer, we asked MLF angler Brent Chapman.
Feed your kids' passion. You hope it's fishing or hunting or anything to do with the outdoors, but what it is, feed their passion. And believe it or not, you feed that passion, and I mean, it could be like mine. I mean, I wanted to be a professional bass fisherman at 12 or 13 years old. I had very supportive parents, an awesome dad, and lo and behold, 20-some years later, here we are.
Thank you, Brent. If you want some help from one of the pros, simply go to foxsportsoutdoors.com and follow the Ask the Pro link to submit a question. Now it's time to find out who wins this week's Big Catch of the Week.
And with that, it is time for our final winner in the Big Catch of the Week contest for the 2019 season. Here's the winner for this week. He's Ramon Reyes of Red Oak, Texas, showing an 80-pound roosterfish he caught off San Jose del Cabo in Mexico. Now, we're still open for entries in the Big Catch of the Week contest during our entire off season. Go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Fox Sports Outdoors. Find the post from last week that says Big Catch of the Week. It's normally on a Tuesday, and you can comment there by posting your picture, and be sure and give us all the details about the catch. And you could be one of our winners next season beginning in March. Coming up in just a minute, it's our long-awaited blooper and highlight package for this year when everything didn't go as planned. But first, the big announcement. We will be changing the name of our show during the off season. So be watching for that big announcement. You need to be on our Facebook page. Be sure to like the page, and then you'll see the announcement of the new show, the new air times, and the new name of our show. We'll be announcing that very soon. We won't lose contact with you during the off season. Join us on Facebook, join us on Twitter, watch for our website. For right now, it's still foxsportsoutdoors.com, but when we change it, you'll be pointed to the new website, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be posting videos and going live during the entire off season on all of those platforms, so be sure to follow us. Right now, it's time for the long-awaited highlight package of bloopers and outtakes from 2019. 16 inches long is all they got to be kept. That one will definitely go back in the water. I didn't mean to do that. All right, well, we have definitely got something working here. Wow, he cut my line and there went my bait. I hope something doesn't blast it before I can get it.
Let's get started, but first, back to your...
These Salooner tables are showing fair game fish activity this weekend. The best times to be on the water in the morning. I cannot read this. My eyes are terrible.
We don't discriminate. Snapper slappers will catch anything, guys. Tell you what a fish right there.
But I have had a ton of success tying this knot, and I'm gonna pull that one down tight. Okay, let's not do that. That didn't work.
Well, that just about does it. That wraps it up for another year here on the show. I'd like to thank a couple of more people. First of all, Julie Dobbs does a great job co-anchoring with me each and every week here on the show to bring you all the data that makes you successful as an angler out on the lakes, rivers, and bays each weekend. And my buddy Garrett Matthews does an excellent job taking all the footage that we shoot out in the field and producing it into the final product that you see each and every week. It's Thanksgiving weekend. We all hope you've had a good weekend with your family, being thankful for the blessings and the good things in life. And from our entire team to you and yours, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in 2020. We will see you right back here in March. Watch for the big announcement of the new name and the new show air date. Until next year, I'm Barry Stokes. Be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.